Alright, Cancer, this is Lady Scarlet, and lift my bell out there. Actually, I'm going to sage those rune stones just a little bit and do an extended read for you for April. So I did those quick love reads mostly yesterday. I did a lot of them yesterday. So, but I'm going to do a deeper reading for you, Cancer, and just a quick little reminder that I am a therapist, but in no way can this replace a therapy session. If you are struggling, you should reach out to somebody locally. There's lots of telehealth options now, and 988 is available to text or call 24/7, 365 if you are in a mental health crisis. And with that being said, thank you all for coming back and seeing me, or if you're new, thank you for popping in. Just getting a base, ooh, that was a lot of cards, getting a base read for you. Looks like some of you might be moving. Yep, some of you've got a decision to make and an ending showing up. It looks like a completion of a cycle, but there is definitely stalemate energy going on. High Priestess, and some of you are definitely into spiritual gifts and celebrating. Somebody's celebrating a win with paperwork or court. Looks like a pretty good win, honestly. But I suppose any win in court is a good win if it's your side that's winning, right? So, at the base of your read, you've got Seven of Cups. A little bit of that daydreamy kind of feel to it. Like you're kind of daydreaming a lot. Maybe having some very vivid dreams lately. And then in your home environment, you've got the Chariot. So it looks like you're moving. Either that or it's getting really calm in your space. So then you have Four of Wands, which is the 1111 or completion card. That's in your near future. In your current or recent past connecting to near future, you have the Two of Swords, which is making a decision, two paths, right? One, she's holding the sword over here, and then she's got the other sword behind her. The one she's holding is Archangel Michael's sword of truth and justice, right? And then you have Four of Pentacles. You're keeping a lot of things close, maybe saving money for this move. But there's a lot of keeping things quiet in your energy, Cancer. 10 of Swords in the outcome. You're sticking a pin in something, you know, and ending something. Maybe a job with the Three of Pentacles, but this could very well be more than that. And so we'll clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Supernatural deck. This base deck is my Mystic Tarot, the one that I've had, something like, I don't know, between 15 and 20 years. I don't remember exactly when I got it, but I've had it for a long time. And I've been feeling it lately, so I've been using it. And this is the Supernatural deck that I'm going to clarify with. And so let's clarify that Seven of Cups for you, Cancer. I'm getting that you've been emotional, and now you're kind of, it's more of a nostalgic feel and this daydreamy feel about kind of like a what if energy. So the Hierophant, which is a Taurus card, and so but you know, that's also about in this case I'm thinking about it as a return to values or a return to spirituality that maybe you had not left behind but just kind of put on hold. With the Magician there, you're daydreaming and manifesting. Look, Seven of Cups again. You have Seven of Cups twice there. And Two of Wands. So manifesting partnerships with the Justice and Ace of Pentagrams that fell, the Ace of Pentacles. Definite feeling of some of you winning in a court situation. But also, this Justice is a Libra card. Ace of Pentacles, you know, a lot of people talk about Ace of Pentacles being like stepping into spiritual gifts. And, you know, with these cards, we're manifesting and the Magician and the Hierophant. Some of you definitely are doing that, okay? But more so, I'm getting that there's some legal matter or something that was official documents that finally came through, and you've been waiting on money for a while. And for some of you, that's what it is. And you're thinking about how to, like, maybe starting a business, like partnering with someone and using some of that money to move forward. For some of you, it's you're daydreaming about the kind of partnership that you want. And that could be business or a romantic relationship, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Four of Wands, which you have right here, the High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles. And so whatever this business is or this personal situation, you're kind of keeping it quiet for whatever reason. And, you know, that's your business. So, but you're keeping it quiet for a good reason, not telling everybody what you're doing. Now, with the Chariot card right here, some of you definitely are changing homes. Some of you are moving into more calm waters, like maybe somebody moved out and it created a more calm situation, or just things in general have calmed down in your home environment, the people close to you, okay? So let's clarify that Chariot for you. Okay. So the Moon, that's a Cancer card, the Moon. Yeah, like I said, keeping things. I don't want to say that you're hiding things for a nefarious reason. You're just not sharing with everybody what you're doing. You're keeping it close to you. Ten of Wands, you've got a lot on your plate, and so you're really interested in moving on to calmer waters. Seven of Pentacles there. You've been working really hard, and now those rewards are starting to pay off for you. And you know, and again, with that Ace of Pentacles, for sure. The bottom of the deck, you've got the King of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces card, and Six of Pentacles. There's some, and Six of Swords is, you know, kind of the minor arcana chariot card, right? It's about movement. And so I really get that you're just moving forward, maybe getting into some masculine energy as well, where you're handling a lot of business type stuff, but you're also thinking about relationships. For some of you that are in long-term relationships, maybe there's been conflict and it's starting to calm down, and you know, you're starting to see eye to eye on things, especially with that Four of Wands completion in the near future. Let's clarify this Two of Swords before we move forward into the future positions. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. Can we please clarify for Cancer? So, Four of Swords, yeah, you're wanting to choose a path of healing, and maybe you've already begun that. I'm just getting like people disappointed you, and you're really wanting to focus on yourself and your healing. Eight of Cups, I mean, that's definitely choosing to walk away from something. So, Three of Swords, I mean, this was a broken heart situation and Judgment. I mean, kind of evident what you've chosen. You've chosen to end something. And with Four of Pentacles, you're not really telling everyone about it. But it is giving you a sense of completion in your near future. And you may revisit that a little bit. Seven of Wands, so you've kind of got some invisible armor on. And for some of you, this was definitely a karma situation with the Wheel of Fortune. But you're really wanting to move towards that Ten of Cups and really balance things out for yourself. So let's clarify the Four of Wands in the near future position up here before we move on to the connector and then the outcome. So thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. Can we clarify the Four of Wands for Cancer, please? Okay, so there's the Sun. I mean, so you definitely feel like, you know, I'm in the Six of Pentacles, which has already shown up, and the Ten of Swords, which is showing up down here. So some of you have completed some karmic cycle, obviously, or some contract that you needed to, something that you needed to heal through. So in the 3D, there was something that you needed to heal through. I give a sense that you felt like you were giving a lot to other people, and now you're really focusing on giving back to yourself. Page of Cups, Page of Blades, and Three of Pentacles. For some of you, maybe you have 3 children and you're wanting to, or there are 3 people that you want to take care of. I really get children from this with the 2 page cards. But also, you're not really wanting people to be able to spy on you and see what's up. You're in a state of figuring out, planning, studying how to move forward with these plans that you have. Let's clarify this Four of Pentacles, where you're kind of keeping things close. It's also, it can be about saving money and not being so generous with it, because possibly you're budgeting and planning and you're saving up for something, right? So thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Yeah, 10 of Cups. So I get for some of you, you're saving for some kind of particular home situation. And so maybe a down payment or something like that. But it's like building your family legacy kind of thing. And so you're really keeping it quiet what you're doing because you're really focused on that. Knight of Pentacles, it's been slow, but it's coming. Knight of Pentacles is a slow card. And Knight of Blades, it's been slow. It's about to speed up. This is somebody moving towards you pretty fast. So if maybe, like for me, I have one of my kids is moving back in like this next week. And it's been a long time coming that we've talked about it, about her moving in with us. And now it's actually happening. Okay. And so, Queen of Cups at the bottom, it's like you're just so full of love about this situation. And 10 of Pentacles, I mean, it's creating I get to be close to my people kind of feeling. 5 of Cups, it's like I think there was some disappointment about it not happening sooner, or you had some worries that it would cause some certain situations. Let's clarify this 10 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles and the outcome. I get more of a job energy for some of you, that this 3 of Pentacles is about a job, but it very well could have been that you ended a situation where you felt like you were a third party. I mean, I get that strongly. So 2 of Pentacles, yeah, you're really wanting to balance out money and work-life balance. Like at the same time you're working on those things. Knight of Cups, somebody may come in and offer you something, but I don't know that you're really... I don't know, Cancer, that you're really in the mood for a love relationship because you're focused on other things. If you are in a long-term relationship, it's like that's not really your focus right now. It's on building this other stuff. There's the Emperor, which is an Aries card. And we have the Chariot up here. So the Emperor on the Chariot, both right side up, is like things are perfectly in your control and you're going at the pace, which it's pretty fast paced, but and then the World, that's being on top of the world, completion, going out into the great unknown, 9 of Pentacles, some of you might very well be single, but this is also just about independence. It's also about a lot of things coming together. It is a wish card in a way, right? So I think some of you might be getting promoted at work, or maybe becoming a boss or a supervisor or starting your own business. And then 4 of Cups, lots of offers coming in for different things, literally like divine offers coming in. This can also talk about the grass is greener on the other side. So I would say, look at those offers very carefully before you decide. At the bottom, the Fool card, you're wanting to take a leap of faith towards something, and Ace of Wands right underneath that. I mean, this is a beautiful beginning right here is what that is. Healthy boundaries, definitely. 9 of Wands, that's the 9 of Wands. Sometimes when people say that, I think they say Knight. 9 of Wands is about standing your ground about something. So you're wanting to take a leap of faith towards something, but you are definitely going to hold your boundaries about the way that you want to get it done, okay? You have an idea, you have a plan, you have a vision in your head, and that is the way that you would like for it to be done, because maybe this is your field of expertise and you know the way in which it needs to be done, right? So I'm going to clarify with my personal deck, top row, middle, and outcome. So this is kind of your environment and the people that are around you. This is connecting to the outcome. So I'll do like 3 rows here. All right. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. So we have Surface Pressure. That's the drip, drip, drip song from Encanto. And that is about, you've been working really hard. You might really need to think about self-care and taking a break. Radical acceptance, like there's been a lot of changes and you've had to accept things very quickly. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces card. So you might be dealing with another water sign. Um, you have gone through a state of depression or being overwhelmed. So maybe isolating. Um, so this card says, "I'm not enough for you. I can never give you what you need." So this might be this person that you feel like you can't give them what they need, or you feel like they can't, or they feel like they can't give you what you need, and so you decided to end it, because it's not enough. Whatever it is, it's not enough. Let's clarify. Get a couple more cards for Cancer, please. So we have the sacral chakra, and that's about sexuality, creativity, intimacy. You might have been feeling low energy lately, and I think probably in the next couple of weeks that's going to change, just with what's happening astrologically. Moldavite, well, definitely things are going to change. That's about, incredible change. That's kind of like the tower in my personal deck, and it can talk about transformation, life-giving energy. It can talk about, opening up your heart chakra, accelerates things, spiritual and emotional journeys, right? Like, it's meteor energy. It's rejuvenation as well, which the tower is, and we often talk about tower moments being these big scary things, but really it's about radical change happening in our life. Do not forget your goals. Does what you're doing support the life that you want to live, okay? So I get that there's somebody who's very enticing, and, they might come in with an offer, and, and maybe they've derailed you in the past from living the life that you wanted. So just think about that. I'm not saying don't do it. You have free will. For some of you, it was a divine counterpart, or it felt like a divine counterpart. And so there's some acceptance that, and maybe you've been having some nostalgia, and I think actually I said that I was feeling that you were, with those 7 of Cups, 2 of them in that first position, that you've been having nostalgia about a relationship and how you've had to walk away from it and space yourself from it because maybe the boundaries weren't, on point, so to speak. So Gangnam Style, so definitely, so Psy, Gangnam Style, it is a call to change your priorities, but it's also about maybe you were dealing with somebody who was very selfish and thought very highly of themselves, or maybe was too needy in some way or something like that. It can be a narcissist, but I'm just getting that you were dealing with somebody that was very selfish, and you're not necessarily judging that. Like, maybe they had good reasons to be. So I had to go chase my cat off of the counter because I made sweet potato fries, and he's trying to get up there and eat them. He's been really ornery today, wanting outside, and we don't let our cats outside because we've had 2 cats die from eating something outside, some kind of neurotoxin we live way out in the country, so who knows what it is out there, but anyway, we don't let him outside, and he gets really mad at me. So let's clarify this outcome for you, Cancer. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. The people that watch my videos definitely hear about my animals. Wow, I had one fly halfway across the room. So you got the law of I like me better when I'm with you. But I'm really... So some of you are going to meet a soulmate kind of person. But some of you are still getting over this person who was really demanding. And, but you've been thinking about inviting someone back into your world. And I believe it's somebody from your past. Maybe they've done some healing and you've done some healing and you've moved forward. I don't remember what was in your little love read, Cancer. So connect to spirit. Some of you have been working so much you haven't been connecting. Heart chakra, open heart chakra, it says that on Moldavite too, associated with the color green. This is love for ourselves and others. It's compassion, forgiveness, empathy, unconditional love. At the bottom of the deck, you have someone spying. So there is, with that Page of Swords that I had come out, there is a little bit of spying energy there. Like maybe you and someone else are checking each other's social media. Maybe you're having daydreams about them, or dreams even. Maybe there's been a little bit of messaging or, you know, if you're in the local area driving by each other's houses, things like that, or work. It's not malicious at all. It's just little baby spying energy there. Okay. So I wish I could take it back. You or them or both. There was something that happened that you wish you could take it back. Citrine, Sagittarius energy. This is, you know, like sunshine. It's kind of, you know, it's restorative, vitality, illumination, prosperity. And the Moonstone, which is a Cancer card, creativity, intuition, feminine energy, balance of emotions, restoration, motherly protection, new beginnings, inner wisdom. I really feel like some of you maybe have like a situation like me where, you know, one of your kids is moving in with you, or you're moving closer to your kids, or something like that. Or, you know, it could be just other family members. But I'm picking that up pretty strongly. So I'm going to move these out of the way so I can pull some personal oracle cards. Let's see what we get from our spirit guides with the oracle cards. I use my personal oracle and ask for just some general advice for us. And then I'll pull runes for you and my crazy sexy love note oracle cards, which are really cute. Alright, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Can I please get some advice for Cancer, please? I'm hoping with the runes we get a little bit maybe more about that court. The runes are great for reading court stuff for some reason. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more about that. But I get that a lot of you are getting some kind of settlement. Communication is connection. Love and work. Work and love, that's all there is. You know, so some of you definitely need to do some self-care. You've been doing a lot. Some of you are dealing, you know, you or someone around you, ADHD, autism. Freeing yourself was one thing. Claiming ownership of that freed self was another. Sometimes when we get free, it's like a forced freedom, you know, that we didn't really want. And so we have to kind of claim it and say, okay, you know, I got to make things work. Plant a tree, grow flowers. It's a good time for that. You are goals. Definitely get outside. My husband's outside mowing right now, and it's really beautiful out where we live. Let's get a couple more. Don't stop mid-conquer, because your goals. 11-11 on the right path. Beautiful. Beautiful. I like that. We'll keep that right there so we can see it. And then let me pull some maroons for you, Cancer. Oh, you got the weird rune. So we also have Perdro. And it is reversed. So it signifies events may not turn out as you hope. Do not expect too much. So there's a little bit of delay, obviously. Yeah, so it's saying you already are not investing or loaning money. It's saying, you know, don't do that. This is known as like the dice cup. Perdro. So it's basically saying if you're going to get into something that you don't know about, make sure that you learn about it. Because there might be some unexpected results. And then you have Kinaz. Symbolizes the element fire, but so it represents strength, energy, and power. Vigorous good health, strong powers of recuperation. If you're expecting problems of any sort, this is a good rune to get. It's a protective sign, indicating an upcoming respite from worries in a time when trials will be few and easily manageable. Can herald a time of opening up, of good things coming into your life. A time to start something new. So if you are wanting to start a business, it's a good time. New relationships as well. So if you are female, And heterosexual, a man may be offering something to you, like jewelry, flowers, could be a declaration of love. If you are male, then someone very well might accept your offer. I don't really like to read gender in, so take that as it will. If you're a masculine energy and you're the one that would offer, you're considering offering something, a declaration of love or a gift. If you are more a feminine energy and you are thinking that you're with someone and you would like for them to propose or give you some declaration of love, this is probably a good time for it. So, this is also a rune of creativity, which, you got that sacral chakra card. So, if you have not been doing crafting or being creative, you're going to have some birth of an idea. Sometimes it's inspired by love, but I think also some of you, it looked like you're wanting to start a business, and I think it's saying really be creative with that idea. Now the weird rune, which is that blank rune, so some of you may have heard of the weird sisters, like from the Shakespeare stories, right? um, the Norn sisters. So that represents like all knowledge or all knowing, special patrons of the art of divination. So there's no number and no picture. Okay, it's sometimes called a non-rune, but it says that like your answer to your question might be in the lap of the gods, right? Like it's up to destiny. It's a void, basically. And so what it can mean a bad occurrence as well as a good one. It does not always represent anything negative or fateful, but it usually does represent things that are at present hidden from view. So sometimes, like, there are certain things that Spirit wants diviners to know and certain things that we're not allowed to know. So a simple resolution to the problem in question is either not available or totally in the hands of fate. So if you are somebody who's kind of into the occult, it very well could mean, with fire and with that, Kinos, that you're really stepping into some very powerful gifts, or where you had not been doing that, you are stepping back into it. That's really the feeling that I get from those runes. If you're looking for a legal result, it's in the hands of people that basically no face official type people. Like it's really up to the winds at this point, which is, I know, an odd answer, but it's also like a good time for manifesting, I think, with that weird rune showing up. So if you're wanting to manifest something, like let the result be fair, favorable, whatever, it's I mean, be careful what you ask for, right? When we're manifesting, we have to be careful with that because we cannot mess with anyone else's free will. We can, but there are consequences for that. So just say, ask for a fair judgment or a fair answer to that. It's also okay to ask the universe for that which you deserve, right? It's okay to ask that. So let's get some crazy, sexy love notes for you, Cancer. You can't please everyone. Ain't that the truth? When you're focused on living up to other people's standards, you aren't spending enough time raising your own. Some folks expect you to act a certain way and march to the beat of their boring drum. They find safety in sameness, but you have beautiful music inside you. Your flair is meant to be shared. Don't shrink to fit in or get approval. Instead, dump your need to please and just be your magnificent self. Let's get a couple more for you, Cancer. Like, some of them are really wanting to pop out. I'm like, just go ahead and show your faces. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Can we please get a couple of little love notes for Cancer? There we go. Okay. Listen. Are you talking more than you're listening? Do you finish people's sentences for them? Shh. True connection is about how we make people feel and whether or not we're being open and present. Life is communicating with you, dear one. An important message is trying to get through. Let go of your fear of not being heard. You'll get your chance. For now, just listen. And you have be gentle with yourself. Take your foot off the gas and don't push yourself so hard. If you need to rest, then take a break. The world won't fall apart if you nap. Renew, dear one. You are a treasure. Be gentle with yourself. You had that several times in your read to slow down a bit and take care of yourself and nourish yourself. Think the spirit's trying to tell you something. Have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break that pattern today. Show yourselves that you care by choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make a green juice, and toast to your longevity. Cheers. At the bottom, invite your fears to tea. I really like this card, by the way, the invite your fears to tea. It says, fears aren't facts. Often they're just scary thoughts or feelings. Instead of judging your fears, invite them to tea. Offer them a cookie and have a chat. Listen to what they have to say. When we're courageous enough to be with what scares us, we receive powerful wisdom. So your cards were really, there was so much going on. Like there is someone from your past that it really feels like there's stalemate energy with. And actually, I'll pull a couple of my Welcome to Nightville cards and see if there's any more about that soulmate connection. Spirit, is there anything more you can tell Cancer about this soulmate connection, this person that is daydreaming about them, that they're daydreaming about? Getting a red Jeep in my scrying bowl, if that's significant to anybody. Give me a couple of cards to tell Cancer about this soulmate situation. So King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Emperor could be Aries as well. The Hermit, it's a Virgo card. High Priestess and King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You all are both focused on other things right now and not really moving towards each other. It's like a true stalemate situation. And whereas it looked like you walked away from it, there very well might be a resurgence to that. Seven of Swords, I mean, you felt like things were, I don't know that you necessarily felt like you were betrayed, but maybe lied to. Maybe you felt like there was more information and you were highly, highly disappointed and tried to leave it behind. And I think that you're nostalgic because you really care about this person. There's a lot of love there with the King of Cups. But remember I said very demanding. You know, the Emperor can be very demanding. And so I think you've both isolated to become more introspective and gain wisdom. And, you know, that inner knowledge of knowing and maybe letting things come out to light in their own good time. So, you know, going into that more logical thinking with the King of Swords. So I don't know that you're really going to move towards each other. You might move on to other love situations because you're tired of waiting for them to grow up or be upfront with you, right? So, Cancer, that is your read. I want to thank all of the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I really appreciate that. All of the likes and the shares and the sweet comments. I really appreciate all of that. This is Lady Scarlett. I definitely hope to see you all very soon.